Only the best are left standing, and tonight, 2 more of these fan favorites move on. Hey guys, Tom here. Welcome back to the Underground. The Shot Shootout rolls into the second quarterfinal, and there's no room for mistakes anymore. Every shot still standing is facing tough matchups, and tonight we'll see just who has what it takes to make it to the semifinal. That's right, we're doing the Shot Shootout, and it's going to be fun. Now, if you remember last time, we did 4, and you voted for your 2 favorites. If you haven't already, be sure to go back and watch that and vote for your 2 favorites. We have 4 left. We don't even have to draw anymore because there's only 4 left. So this will be the second quarterfinal, and you'll vote for 2, and that'll move on to the semifinal to see who will go for the grand championship of the best, old-time shot. Now, if you've been following along, you probably can tell which ones are left, and there's some of my favorites. We have the Irish car bomb. That's right, the Irish car bomb. That's what we're calling it. If it offends you, I apologize. I don't apologize. It's just what it's called. It's a name. If you're offended by that, I don't know what to tell you. Put on some big boy pants. And then our wild card winner that you chose, we all chose, which of the losers from the second round would get into this quarterfinal matchup, and that is the Swedish fish. Another good one. So we have a depth charge shot, we have a fruity shot, and the next one is, another one of my favorites, the Dr. Pepper. That's another depth charge shot, but we're gonna do something a little different today. And then we have our last one, the good old Russian Quaalude. So we have some fun shots to do today, and we're gonna get right into it because we got a lot to do. I don't want to drag behind. Now the first one, as you may know, and once again, I forgot my ice and everything else I need, but you know, it's not your first time here, so let's see. And I thought about making some variations. First, we'll just talk about some things that we're not going to get too involved in because you really can't improve on the classic. And the first one is the Irish car bomb. Now, if you remember, it's some good old Guinness, and then you depth charge a shot in it. Now, I actually even got that to layer a little bit. If you remember, the Irish car bomb is some Kahlua or coffee liqueur, Irish cream, and Irish whiskey. So that's what that one's gonna be. And once again, I have not prepared myself here. Yeah, the Irish car bomb's ready to go, and we will have that one in just a couple of minutes. That is our Irish car bomb ready for the quarterfinals. Next up is the Russian Quaalude. Now there's a lot of variations, and they're basically just, I mean, I just wrote a few of them down. They're just basically variations on a theme, really. Now, if you recall, we made it with that right there. That's just like a cup of coffee, really. But we made it with equal parts vodka, Irish cream, hazelnut liqueur, and coffee liqueur. Now, there are a lot of variations. You can make it with vodka, hazelnut, Irish cream, coffee liqueur, and cream. So that would be this, just with a little more cream in it. Or vodka, hazelnut, and dark cream to cacao. Hazelnut, vodka, and Irish cream. Vodka, Kahlua, hazelnut, and cream, or the way we made it. So it's really just variations on a theme, but they all seem to have vodka and hazelnut. And then it's just, if you're gonna do coffee liqueur, Irish cream, regular cream, so, or one even throws in a little bit of chocolate with the cream to cacao. So there's our ice dropping. So there is our, what is it called? Oh, Russian Quaalude. I'm just thinking about all the things I want to do. And That's going to be a good one. I don't want to ice it up and mix it up yet until we're ready for you know what. And then our third one is we still have the Dr. Pepper and the Swedish Fish. Now the Dr. Pepper, or the Swedish Fish, I'm actually going to make for you because this is one that is a variation. Now, when we made it in the previous rounds, oh, you know what? In the previous, we never talked about what these, we'll do that when it comes time to drink them because I don't want to backtrack right now. But anyway, Swedish Fish. When we made it previously, we did vodka, cranberry, and Black House, which is a black raspberry schnapps. But this time we're going to make it a little bit different, and we'll see how it goes. And it starts with some citrus vodka, and I have a little citrus vodka right here. And this is going to be, actually, I don't want to make a lot, so let me clean this out. That is ½ ounce of citrus vodka. And after that, I need some, what am I going in here for? Oh, cherry. Sloe gin, apricot. I know I have some. Maybe it's in this one. Yep, here it is. It says cherry liqueur, but I'm going to use cherry brandy. I'm curious to see how this is going to turn out. And then it calls for raspberry liqueur. So I'm going to use some Chambord. And it's not quite Swedish Fish Red, but we're going to fix that right now with just a little bit of grenadine. God, I hope I have enough. I mean, that looks a little more Swedish Fish-like, right? Let's get a couple cubes in there. Here we go. That's just a good old-fashioned, regular old, run-of-the-mill shot glass. And that is a little bit of a different version of an old-time classic. If I can just sort it here for you. The Swedish Fish. And finally, this one is this is one of my favorites. The Dr. Pepper. Now, if you recall, we made a couple different versions of ye old Dr. Pepper. And it's basically just some amaretto, which is right here. And I'm going to short pour this, and I'll tell you why in a minute. And then you depth charge it into some beer. Now there's another way to do that, and we're gonna, if you recall, this was probably one of the first shot shorts I ever did. And this is a little bit of high proof rum. This is some Navy rum. You just want a little bit on the top there. And the reason is we're going to do something that I do not recommend. We're going to set it on fire. We're going to make a flaming Dr. Pepper. Again, I absolutely do not recommend that you do this. But for our purposes, I shall do it. And I'm going to be very safe about it. But that is our fourth quarterfinal entrant in the second quarterfinal round to see who moves on in the shot shootout. The flaming Dr. Pepper. All right, gang, that's our lineup for tonight. And I got to tell you, I'm a little excited to be trying these because I think of all the rounds, of all the shootout, this might be my favorite round. And we are going to get right into it and try some of these. But before we do, please, if this is your first time here, welcome. You picked a great time to come, even if you are a little bit late to the party. But like I say, there's always room at the bar for you. So think about subscribing to the Underground, turn on notifications, make sure you ring that bell. So when the bar's open, you can come check us out, see what we're doing, and have a good time, just like everybody else who comes and joins us time after time. And also, do me a favor, smash that like button. Helps us out a ton. Share the show, share this episode, share everything about the Grantham Pub Underground, because we want to have more people come join us because it's a good time. And there's, like we say, there's always room for more people here at the bar at the Underground. And if you're interested, you want to help us out even more, you could check out some of our swag. I'll leave a link below. You can also check out this QR code and scan it. It'll take you right to where you can find some cool Grantham Pub gear. And yeah, that's it. So without further ado, let's get into it with ready, drink. Now, I am going to do this Dr. Pepper first because I want to get the danger out of the way. And again, before I do this, I cannot stress enough, do not do this. This is just something we're doing for a little bit of fun. Do not try to mimic it because it can be a little bit hairy. I never recommend doing flaming shots, but the only reason we're doing this is because we're going to light it on fire and then we're going to immediately extinguish it when we dump it, depth charge it in this beer. Quick story, I had a buddy of mine from in college. They were doing, I wasn't there, but he was at a party and they were doing flaming shots of Sambuca, and he dripped it on himself and set his face on fire. He got some nice burns on his face because you can't tell that alcohol is burning. Alcohol burns. There's very little flame on alcohol, so you got to be very careful. So I'm going to do this. You are not going to do this whatsoever. But just to see, I don't know if this is going to work. I'm going to turn down the lights here. You're probably still not going to be able to see this, but again, do not do this. I hope I have. See, that's not even lighting. Is that... Actually, you know what? Let's I gotta see. Hold that thought, gang, because I'm going to do something really stupid if I can find it. I may not even have it, so it could be a moot point. That didn't work. Okay, here, and I'll tell you why. It's probably a good thing that didn't work, because I guess the amaretto kind of killed, because amaretto is not really very high alcohol, so it kind of extinguished the potency of the rum. Really, that should have been done with like really high proof rum. This is Navy strength rum, which is about, we talked about this before, this is 57, so it's about 128-ish, about 120, wait, 50 and 57, 114, 15, but they really say you should use like 151, which I actually don't have because there's really no sense to have that except if you're setting stuff on fire. But anyway, that's probably a good thing because you should not do it. So, but anyway, regardless of that, and since there's a lot of rum in here, it's probably going to taste a little different. But cheers to this Dr. Pepper. Let's give it a whirl. Was it good? Yes. Did it taste like Dr. Pepper? Not so much that time because of the rum. I think I'll go back and I'll get the shot short that I did, which I think was flaming, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to see. And you can see there's fire, and then you drop it in, it's good, but don't do it. Because it's really not worth it. An accident. It's just for show. It didn't work for me, so don't do it. I mean, because you'd have to have 151 to do it. And it's really not worth doing just for that. But ordinarily, I enjoy, well, let me do just a little baby. I'm just going to do it this way because I don't have, so you have that much beer probably. It's probably not going to work because this shot glass is too tall at this point for this operation. Yeah, well, that'll work. That tastes like Dr. Pepper. So another reason for not doing that flaming shot is because it won't taste as good. See, what happens is, and that worked better this time because it doesn't happen until, on that time I started pouring, when the beer rushed into the glass, and then as I drank it and it mixed, then it tasted like Dr. Pepper. It's really good. That's one of my favorites. I had forgotten when we started doing this how good that shot is. So yeah, moving right along. Oh, my stomach's gonna be full later. The Swedish fish. Now we made this one a little bit differently this time. Instead of our vodka cranberry and Black House, there is no cranberry juice in this. This is just straight citrus vodka, wild cherry brandy I use, or you could use liqueur, raspberry, and grenadine. Cheers. Yes, it tastes like Swedish fish. Is it as good as the other version? I don't know, because I guess it depends on if you prefer. See, that's just straight booze. Or, unless of course you use the non-alcoholic grenadine. Or if you prefer with the juice. Now the Black House is going to be a little higher alcohol. But, wow, that was good. The more it's in my mouth and lingering, the more Swedish fish I get. I guess it's the, I don't know, is it the cherry? It's probably the cherry, right? But that's good. I guess using the cherry liqueur or brandy, whichever you choose to try, gives it that, heightens that artificial red flavor that you get in Swedish fish. I think I might enjoy that better than with the black calcium cranberry and vodka. That's good. Moving on. The problem is I'm trying to think, and I did it again. We never talked about these drinks road to this point. Now the Swedish fish, in the first round, the Swedish fish beat the snake bite, which remember is Yukon and a little bit of lime juice. And then in the second round, it lost to our previous drink, the Dr. Pepper, but it advanced as a wild card. Now the Dr. Pepper beat the Swedish fish in the second round, but in the first round, the Dr. Pepper beat the slippery nipple, which was easy for me because I'm not a big Sambuca guy. But so I know I voted for the Dr. Pepper probably both rounds of that. And then the Russian Quaalude. Now this Russian Quaalude we made our standard way. I remember we talked about it's vodka, Irish cream, hazelnut liqueur, and coffee liqueur. And its road to get here was brain hemorrhage, which was just kind of, it was, I think it was peach schnapps, Irish cream, and grenadine. Weird. That's more a visual shot than a flavor shot. And then in the second round, it beat the lemon drop. Now I know I voted for the lemon drop in the second round because I am a lemon type of guy. I like citrus. So I'm not going to shake it up. I'm just going to mix it up. So here goes my dilemma in life. It's fruity, fizzy, mixed with creamy. And I wonder why my stomach hurts all the time. But the things I do for you guys. Cheers. Hey, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And I really do mean that. I hope you're enjoying yourself. I know I am. I enjoy it every time we're together. But I digress. Now, the thing about Russian Quaalude, I mean, it's all right. There's a lot of flavors. This combination of flavors, whether it be hazelnut, Irish cream, coffee, I mean, you got the B52 was in there. I think Screaming Orgasm had some of the same ones. Oatmeal Cookie had that kind of thing. So it's different combinations and different amounts of the same type of flavors that I mean, does that make it bad that it's kind of repetitive? No, it's just different. Do I like? I mean, it's cream. I think the predominant flavor in there is the Irish cream and the hazelnut. So basically, to me, it's like an amped up Nutty Irishman, right? But anyway, and then our last one. Now, last time we didn't have the Nitro Guinness. We had just regular Guinness, but I like the Nitro Guinness. So you take your Guinness, you pour, and now again, as you know, I'm not a super big Guinness guy. So that's all you need of the Guinness. And then we have our, what the hell's in here? Kahlua, Irish cream, Irish whiskey. Equal amounts. You can layer it. You don't have to layer it, but, and then you depth charge it. So for all those that are offended by the name of this drink, I drink cheers to you. I'm not going to go out and do mayhem anywhere, but then you just depth charge, and just like the Dr. Pepper, cheers. So what happens? You're drinking the Guinness and you get that bitterness of the Guinness. But as the shot the liquors start mixing in there. You get the sweetness and the creaminess of the Irish cream. And the Guinness is kind of creamy on its own anyway. The kick of the Irish whiskey and the Kahlua, and it just kind of mixes all together for a really nice flavor. Again, I'm not a big Irish or Guinness fan, but that's good. This is going to be tough because they're all, I think I know which two that I'm voting for. I'm not going to tell you, but I think if you have gone and watched this as we have gone through here, you might be able to guess which ones I'm voting for. But I'm going to finish the rest of my beer. You are going to think about these. If you've not tried them, you're going to go out to your local bar, pub, tavern, inn, social house, tap house, gin mill, speakeasy, club. What else? What else do we call them? I always want to say constabulary. I said tavern, whatever. And you're going to try them. Now, the Swedish fish, you'll probably get the old way we made with the Black House Creamery vodka, but that's fine. And tell me in the comments which two, mind you, two. Last time I did a poll, which was difficult because it didn't work out right. But tell me the two that you want to move on, and they will join the two from the last quarterfinal into our semifinal, and it'll be a fun time, which will be had by all. So be sure to subscribe. Come out and see us again. Vote for your favorites. Comment below on, are you even shot drinkers? Do you like to drink shots from time to time? They're fun. They can be fun, but you gotta, like anything else, you gotta do it sensibly. Don't set them on fire. I'm kind of glad in retrospect that did not work. But that is it for tonight. So I will clean up here. You will have fun. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy your happy hour, whatever you may be drinking. And come see us again. And until that time, remember, right here at the Underground, I will save a seat at the bar for you.